Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Have you ever thought of having your own cloud environment locally? So in this video, we are going to discuss about a tool that can help us to simulate cloud environment locally. So you don't have to have the AWS account, you don't have to pay the fees. So let's get started with that. So I'm gonna go to the google.com and I'm just gonna search for LocalStack. And this is the website, and you have to just click on get started for free. I'll just connect with Google and I'm just gonna select my account here. So this will help us to set up the account and it will be very easy. So we are just starting off a 14 days trial for the AWS cloud, right? And I'm just providing my name and I'm just gonna say agree and start trial. Now, depending upon your operating system, it can be Linux, macOS, or Windows, or even you can use Pip for installing that. For now, I have macOS, so I'm just gonna go ahead and install this with the macOS system. So I'm just gonna open a terminal here real quick. Let me increase the size of this terminal. I'm just gonna run this command here, which I copied, and it's gonna download and install the local stack. So it was installed previously in my environment, so it's giving me like I can reinstall it. So just to show you guys one more time, I'm just gonna reinstall the local stack CLI. Once I have reinstalled the local stack CLI, what is the next step? So once you have this, next step is going to be, again, there are more options, like you can download the binary as well if you want. But I usually prefer command line because it's faster and it can be done very easily. So moving back to this one, so it has been installed successfully. Uh, Set up the token. So I'm just gonna rerun this command. So this is basically the authentication token, and I have configured the token successfully. Moving on to the next step, which is like deploying the cluster. So I'll just copy this and I'll just paste this in my system. So one thing you have to make sure that you have Docker running in your environment. So either you have to install it. So installing Docker shouldn't be a big hassle. You can just go to Docker install, and it's gonna give you the setup which you can use to install the Docker. So it's gonna be pretty straightforward. You can just download this for your Mac system, Windows or Linux. Again, it depends upon the operating system. You download it and then you just click on next and it's gonna be installed. Once you have Docker installed, or another way is you can just run brave install Docker. So that will install the Docker for you, right? So you have to make sure that Docker is already installed. And after that, you can run the command local stack start. Now, if you see, you might see the error which says the license is activated, but it's not able to connect to the Docker API, right? So that means your Docker might not be yet started yet. So I'm just gonna run Docker. So it's gonna open this particular uh, page that I can use. So this is a Docker app, and I'm just gonna run start it. So if you see here, it says Docker desktop is now running, right? So that is what you have to make sure that you are running Docker successfully on your system, and then you can restart it. Okay, we are seeing another issue here, and it says error response from daemon, ports are not available, exposing port this to this, and then it's not able to connect to VMnet running. So to solve such issues, usually my basic thing is I'm just gonna copy this error code and then just gonna search it in the internet. So that is like the faster way to look for the error and then try to find out what is went wrong. So okay, and then we can just run this command as well. Let me see if I can run this command here. So I'm just gonna run it. It's asking for the password. And let me see if I rerun it. All right, there we go. So we just now fixed one issue, right? So it was just one command. So that is how you usually find out the the issues, right? So once you have this as ready, let's go back to the documentation, and it's looking for this to be started. Okay, I think it's started. We can find it out if it's because it says ready. So I'm just gonna go ahead and copy this, and let us see. Yeah, all right. So it's running now. You just have to click allow here. And then you can configure the AWS credentials. So I'm just gonna copy this and just paste it on the new terminal. So I'm just gonna open a new shell here. And I'm just gonna put my credentials. Next thing is pretty simple. I can just run this command, and if I run this command, basically this is we are trying to set up the bucket, and the bucket one has been set up. So I'm just gonna go ahead and check the console here, and I can go and check the S3 bucket here. So I'm just gonna look for that S3, and you see bucket has been created. So this is like, you can use this environment to deploy the setup on AWS, so you don't have to have your own AWS account, and then that's how basically you can test if you wanna test something like deploying something on AWS. And this is really useful, guys. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you faced any kind of issue, let me know in the comments. If you want to learn more about the technology, please follow my channel and subscribe, guys. Subscribe. Thank you so much.